Okay, we're live.
Are we?
We are streaming live episode 1 ShadesCast. Moozer, can you hear me?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear.
Oh my gosh. And I can't hear myself.
That's perfect.
It's amazing.
There's no reverb.
Yeah. I can actually talk and not like interrupt myself. It's amazing.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, world, this is ShadesCast episode 1, the Genesis story. We're going, we're
The
bringing it
world,
back to the beginning.
the Genesis, huh? Woo. Yeah. You want me to wear those? Hold on. I already
Well,
got some
this
shades
is
on, bud.
this is fantastic, and it's been a long time coming. We've been working on the mechanisms and the components of
Yeah.
the Shades cast for about a month. Has it been a month or 3 weeks?
I think we conceived the idea about a month ago, and every weekend we've been working towards what you see right now.
And that's what people kind of miss when these podcasts come out is the conception story. But that's the most compelling part of it, I think, especially on the development side where well, you get to learn a little bit about what what made things spark, right? It's like, so how did you meet?
Well, me and Brandon were at the gay bar and
That's how a lot of
Oh.
stories start. No, I'm kidding.
We met at a truck stop bathroom.
So I
Brandon,
am
did I ever tell you about the time I had to shower at a truck stop because the water was out at our apartment?
I did not know about that.
Oh man. The truck stop bathrooms, not bad. Their showers, I can't hate them. They were pretty good.
Well, we're very spoiled here in Texas. We have we have Bucky's, but then we also have Love's. So Bucky's doesn't, I mean, they have very nice bathrooms. I don't know if they have showers, but Love's also, I mean, they're like retail, but they're also like geared towards the truck drivers to come in, and they have showers you can hear over the loudspeaker. It's like Bob showered 10.
Yes, exactly. I was that guy.
Did you have to
And
take a number?
I was greasy. Oh yeah. There was a wait. There was I was in queue. I was at the Flying J though.
All right, Matt, your audio is cutting in and out now.
All right. Come on, buddy. You're wiggling around too much. There you go. Oh no! What happened? Oh, he's dead. He died. He's dead now. He's laying on the ground, sprawled out.
That's life.
It's tragic. Yeah, it's tragic
Matt,
death. Is it me or is it you?
I
It
think it might be me.
shouldn't be me.
Well, it's just gravity. Gravity is you have a very cheap cord going into some nice headphones,
Yeah, yeah.
but I think we're good.
These ones don't have a disconnect.
They're hardlined directly
Yeah,
in.
it's straight up. These were cheaper too, and honestly, the sound quality is not bad in these the Sonys.
The Audio Technicas are pretty good. I like them. It's
Yeah,
just this is a pretty janky cord. Well, ladies and gentlemen, Shades Cast, where we don't just throw shade, we wear them too. Coming
yes,
from two millennials.
yes. We're not real millennials though. We're like normal people, not like the crummy millennials that suck.
We're on like the tail end or the beginning. We're like the
Yeah,
beginning. So we're technically millennials, but we also got the best of the previous. Was it Gen X?
Gen X. When did that end? Is that like 82? Is Gen X?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So I'm like 4 years after that. I feel like the old millennials and the younger Gen X are a good group. I feel like the younger millennials and the older Gen X are horrible.
Yeah. well, we got to live through the early 90s and like all of that culture that's still like super recognizable and really, really good culture. And I personally believe that culture has kind of like degraded, whether it's, if you're looking at pop culture, music, you're looking at movies. Uh, I think a lot of what you see today are ideas that originated then. I mean, they still had auto tune back then, but it wasn't used maybe as liberally as it is now. So it's still like an art and a craft for the audio side of it, which you and I can appreciate and dealing with what we've been dealing with on this podcast.
Yeah, well, think about this, like, think about how many cult classic movies came out when we were kids. Like, we had Jurassic Park, we got Back to the Future, we had, like, all of the best movies basically came out when we were kids, and then compare that to today where literally nothing will ever be watched again. Like, none of these movies, like, people are gonna go back and be like, "Oh, man, I really gotta watch fucking I don't even know what's out anymore because the movies are so bad." Dune might be the only exception to this. I like the Dune movies, but
Yeah,
yeah, for the most part, like there's just nothing coming out, nothing worth a damn. We
my
grew up in the way better time.
I think so. And then we talked about this on like the I would say the developmental first episode, but uh I think like now you're seeing that culture is very it's very caustic for a reason. And so I think now it's fully used as a social conditioning and very directed way to guide culture instead of it being like a natural expression. And so you're seeing like I think a bombardment from a lot of different sides, whether it's music, whether it's TV,
Yeah,
art,
all the arts have just plummeted.
well, even architecture.
Everything is degraded due to like I feel like degeneracy essentially has degraded all art forms, and now we have OnlyFans girls.
Well,
The greatest art form we have today is OnlyFans girls.
it's one of the oldest trades or the oldest trade. It's like inns,
That's
like
ridiculous.
one of the oldest businesses is like an inn,
Either
right?
that or slavers. I think slavery might be the oldest business in the world, but
That's one of them. Yeah. Yeah, the journey of humanity from I would say like the end of Atlantis because there was like a great reset
so all right,
way back then.
some people don't believe in Atlantis.
Well, I mean, Plato believed in it, and
Right,
there's
right.
reason to believe that a lot of what he was saying uh, was actually uh, was actually based out of the Atlantean culture, and so when you look at like the Homeric tales and you look at the Old Testament, all of these things are we're finding them now through archaeology, this LADAR type of
Oh yeah.
um, yeah, this technology where you're able to see underneath the organic material and actually see like the structures, the rock structures that are there. So I think what was interesting is like if you look at, I think it's in the Sahara Desert where you have like that eye and then like the rings around it. And the way that Atlantis has
Hold
been
on.
depicted as having those rings.
Bring this up. What is I need to see this.
Okay, so
Although I don't think I can see it, but
hold on. The Saharan eye.
actually I just had a thought. If you go into the Video Ninja
Yeah.
and you click share screen with others, you can share what you're looking at and I can see it. And I don't
Hmm.
think it will affect anything as far as what the viewers see.
Share screen with others. I thought I did that when I went in, but for whatever reason, it's not connecting to my OBS screen. It's just connecting to like my FaceTime one, and I don't know why.
When you click share screen with others, you can go to Chrome tab, Windows, or entire screen.
Is it in Video Ninja?
That's in Video Ninja. So at the very bottom, like where you see us two talking, are you in like the room itself, or are you looking at
Wait, hold
the?
on. Allow for. I'm in the room. I can see us now.
You see us side by side?
Yes.
All right, at the very bottom of the screen, you got the little settings, right?
Oh, I see it.
Do you see the screen, the share screen with
Yep,
others?
I see it. Do you
Yeah,
see
there
it?
we go. Oh, I do? Hell yeah. We're here. All right, what's the Sahara Eye?
Sahara Eye. So the Eye of the Sahara is a massive symmetrical geological dome. In recent years, has become a popular internet theory to be the location of the lost city of Atlantis, primarily due to its striking circular multi-ringed appearance when viewed from space.
Now, I don't think that Atlantis was the only circular structured civilization, essentially. All civilizations essentially have some sort of central hub. It's generally a church, and then everything sprawls out from that. Like you look at any European town. So I don't think it's like unique to Atlantis. So I honestly don't think that this has any. I think Atlantis is actually underwater.
So what's interesting about and by the way, so the ShadesCast, we talk about pop culture, we talk about current events,
We just talk about
politics,
whatever the hell is going on in our
little bit
mind.
of conspiracy here and
Oh
there,
yeah.
but this actually isn't conspiracy. This is as a matter of fact from the Epstein files is that Ghislaine Maxwell actually had a her license for submarine operation, and they were very interested in finding Atlantis or this Atlantean underwater city right outside of Cuba, and
Outside of
they talked
Cuba.
to yeah outside of Cuba, and so
Hmm.
it's very interesting because if you look at their theology or ideology and the practices that they were engaged in, uh, that can be kind of traced back to
What if
this Atlantean culture.
The Bermuda Triangle is where Atlantis is? Let's merge conspiracy theories here.
Okay.
We're gonna do a little merger.
All right.
The Bermuda Triangle.
Let's see where that's at.
It's close to where you're talking about.
Yeah.
There's Cuba, right?
Hmm.
So if they're exploring that area for Atlantis. Maybe there's something, because people's what instruments go wrong when they're in the Bermuda Triangle. There's some sort of magnetic ore that's kind of screwing up like compasses and things, right? So people
Yeah.
get lost. Maybe because there's something below, right? There's something in the water, something
Maybe.
down there in the Atlantic Ocean, right?
I mean, it it may not just be a coincidence.
All
That's the
right.
thing about like naming. It's like where do these names come from, and what is the bigger like nod um, by the people who named them versus like what we see because we're very downstream from like the people who kind of direct society,
Yeah.
and so we see things. It's like okay, that's what it's named. But
Right.
like,
They
do you
they
ever
just
ask
accept
why?
it and they just move on, right? Yeah,
Right?
The Atlantic Ocean. Yeah. There you go. Um, but so you've heard of the what is it, the younger Dryas theory, right?
No,
Is that what it's called? Look this up. Look up the younger there it
dry.
is. Yeah. Dryas impact theory. That one. Yeah.
Proposes that a fragmented comet or asteroid exploded over or struck North America approximately 12,900 years ago. Proponents suggest the resulting air bursts and wildfires triggered a 1,200-year-old cold snap, contributed to the Pleistocene megafauna extinctions, and caused the decline of the Clovis culture.
Right. And so people think that this fragmented comet melted some of the I guess the ice that was formed at the North Pole.
Mm-hmm.
And so that water actually flooded down out of the glaciers up there and actually flooded the earth, and that's what happened to Atlantis is it actually it's underwater because of that. And there's all sorts of like weird geological or geographical things that kind of hint towards this being real. Like there's like weird ripples in the ground that look like the things that could only be formed by like very large waves, essentially, kind of like the sand that you see under the water. How it like it's kind of it's rippled in a way. Um,
Well,
so
yeah,
I
the
thought this was really
Sphinx.
interesting.
The Sphinx itself has like has evidence of water over long periods of time.
Really? Yeah. Well, and then there's also the underground water tunnels for the pyramids. I don't know if you know about this. Have you heard the underwater like rivers, underground
Well,
rivers
I've heard about
going to
that.
the pyramids?
Yep, and that the pyramids were actually utilized as like energy conduits,
Yeah, conductors. Yeah.
conductors. Yeah. But if you look at these Italian scientists, they did kind of like a radar search into the earth, and the pyramids actually what they found have these huge coils going
Yeah.
down
Yeah.
like 1,000 meters underneath them. And then I saw like the the guy, the Egyptian guy who's like the authority on all things hieroglyphics and pyramids and Egyptian ancient culture on Joe Rogan, and he just wouldn't accept like anything outside of the main narrative, which is
Right.
obviously covering up like, okay, these are tombs, right? They were built by Jewish slaves and they're only a couple thousand years old. Like, that's obviously not true.
Yeah, and they were
Like,
built in an unrealistic amount of time and all sorts of other stuff, and they still don't know the mechanism to which
yeah.
they built everything or moved the stones and placed them so close together. There's a lot of unanswered questions. Some people say that they use vibration to move them, or just a lot of grease on the ground and like a lot of slave labor just pulling shit.
Lots of lube, y'all. They
Yeah,
had lots
exactly.
of lube. The
Lot of lube.
Egyptians used a lot of lube.
They loved
Um,
coconut oil or something, and they're
mm-hmm.
just lubing it up.
A very soft skin, but they were just slipping and sliding around everywhere.
Got some strong Jewish boys and some lube, and you can build a pyramid.
There you go.
um, yeah. So anyway, yeah, I thought I always think that the Younger Dryas impact area is interesting, and there's been guys on Joe Rogan that have talked about this. Graham, something Graham. I think his last name's Graham, and then there was another guy who's like kind of heavier set and has a beard and teaches like a school. But, they've talked about it in great detail, and it's really cool and really interesting, and they talk about how, like, essentially our institutions, like, our, historian institutions, they're all captured essentially, and nothing's allowed to go against this weird captured narrative that they put forth, and it's all being controlled with really big, really old money, and it's yeah, it's just really interesting topic to rabbit hole down.
Yeah, I think that a lot of what we have just what we've been told
Hmm.
is not true. And if y'all can see me now, I'm gonna share this live stream. I thought it had done it already, but the code was actually to my OBS live stream. Here's our channel. This is our temporary channel right now, Industry Pop SA. We're creating our ShadesCast channel,
It
and
exists.
it
You can
exists.
you can follow it now, we just forgot the login for it. And by we, I mean I did, because I set it up at, like, 2:30 in the morning and forgot what I was doing.
So I need to edit my post here because I put the. I mean, come on, guys, like chill out. There it is. There it is. Okay. So if you follow me on Facebook, Brandon Lalonde, Shadescast live stream, tune in now. All right.
You know what we need,
Shadescast.
Brandon? We need chat on screen.
How do I get chat on screen?
Now, what we're streaming what, just YouTube?
Yeah, just YouTube.
Um, there's gotta be some sort of a browser source that we can use, for that to bring that in, or I have on my computer that I use, it's called Social Stream Ninja. It might be made by the same people that did Video Ninja. But essentially you can have all the chats of all the different things you're streaming to all in one chat log. It's super useful. So, like, when I stream to Rumble, YouTube, Twitch, and I was streaming to Kick, but Kick's a worthless platform.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been pretty nice. It, like, puts a little logo of, like, where they
Essentially,
are.
you can have. Oh, sorry, I've got it on the phone too.
That's me.
That's you. Well, I
Who
want to share it.
you sharing it with?
I don't know, my homies, my peeps.
Oh, there we go. Share it up.
Now,
Share it up and down.
here, let's see.
I always like telling people, I'm like, tell your folks, tell your boyfriend, tell your girlfriend, tell your girlfriend's girlfriend, tell your girlfriend's boyfriend.
This is crazy. This is so cool. So we're learning as we go, ladies and gentlemen, and I would like to know what people want to talk about out there in the nether regions of the internet. Um, a couple of current events that I think are worthy to talk about. Let's see. So Trump went to China,
He did.
right? And so I was thinking, why do all of our leaders look like cartoons? Like, is that done by design? Because like Trump is a very cartoonish figure, and then Xi Jinping looks like Winnie the Pooh. So like seeing them stand right next to each other, you have like a walking orange, and then you have Winnie the Pooh, like they're
Looks
in
like
Sherwood.
Winnie the Pooh to you?
Yeah, that's a running joke.
Is it?
Yes, it is.
It's how weird. I would have never thought Winnie the Pooh.
He looks just like Winnie the Pooh.
I would have said like
And
Jackie Chan or something.
well, I mean, that's kind of wrong.
No, the Shaolin monk. Come on.
I have a full thing of Bruce Lee, and then most people think that's Jackie Chan.
Oh well, that's wrong. Come on.
I mean,
I
but I
mean,
mean,
Xi. Yeah, who
look,
does he
it's
look like?
Jackie Chan.
Who does Xi look like? I gotta bring up a picture of this guy.
Here we go. Okay,
Zi.
I'm bringing G to the forefront here.
My man Xi. What does he
G,
look like? He always just looks disappointed. He's always got this look of disappointment on his face. Just type in XI. He's like the second thing that comes up.
Winnie the Pooh, China.
You're searching on the wrong browser, bud.
Wait, you can't see it?
No, unless it just has it won't refresh.
Hold on.
I think you're looking at the wrong guy.
Winnie the Pooh, Xi Jinping. Yeah, this is a correct one.
No,
Okay.
Brandon. What I'm seeing is the younger Dryas Impact Theory tab. You're only sharing that one browsers.
No.
No?
Oh, you're right.
Yeah. There we
So
go.
stop sharing. So then I have to go back into Video Ninja.
You could have just brought it up in the the same thing that was still open. Brandon, you and
So
technology don't mix.
now you can see, right?
Yeah, I don't see Winnie the Pooh though. Winnie the Pooh has round eyes. He's a round eye.
You can see it now, right? Ladies and
Censorship of Winnie the Pooh in China. This is the best. I had no idea this was going on. They
China
banned Winnie the Pooh because people were saying that Xi looks like him, and he got
memes
pissed.
likening Xi to the portly Pooh have become a vehicle in China to mock the country's leader.
I,
That's the
I,
Guardian.
I
It's
don't
the
even
Guardian.
see it. Oh my god! I saw an article from the Guardian today. Well, I forgot what I was looking for. Let me see if it's still up on my phone because it was just so stupid. Let's see. Oh yeah, here. A tax the rich billionaire candidate question mark. Democrats are intrigued. Of course they are. They're a bunch of gullible idiots.
Tax the rich sounds good.
A rich guy saying tax the rich, I'm in. Like what the fuck are you talking about? It's all that tax the rich stuff. That's how they introduced taxes in the first place. That's why we have taxes today. It was initially introduced as taxing the rich, and then guess what? Everyone pays the taxes. It never stays with the rich. It always bleeds down. And then when you tax the rich, also, they end up charging you for more shit. So you're paying out the ass, and now you're paying taxes too. It's a stupid class warfare communist tactic, fuck, what do you call it? Slogan, essentially, that makes no sense, and it only ushers in more oppression, essentially.
Yeah, it's a mechanism for uh, controlling controlling the populace.
Yeah, you're
Right.
selling more taxes, essentially. You're just selling taxes to people. Like, hey, but we packaged it up as we're taxing the rich, but guess what? We're gonna tax all of you too. So
And New York is not doing so well right now. Um,
no,
with
neither is
this whole
California.
yeah. So, people are it's like people can decide where they want to live, they can decide what they want to do. And unfortunately, if they have to leave a certain place to get out of that situation, then, you know, those types of things are basically a vote of no confidence for those policies. And I think we're seeing a lot of that.
Yeah, I mean, democratic socialism is such a stupid concept. It's just socialism. I don't know why they add the word Democrat in there or democratic.
Yeah, that's
And then it just turns into communism, and then you basically have New York operating like Cuba.
sure. I hear Cuba's about to fall,
Yeah, I
and
keep hearing that too.
I know a lot of Cubans. I know a lot of Cubans, and they're not upset about it.
No, no, not at all. They can't stand communism. Um, I had a I had a Cuban Spanish teacher in high school, and anytime if anyone ever brought up Fidel Castro in front of her, she would just start bawling because it was so horrible under him. And so they were just like, if you want to make, teacher whatever, I can't remember her name, but if you want to make her cry, just start talking about Fidel Castro. And dude, yeah. So clearly communism is horrible and oppressive, and that's why people are willing to risk their lives to escape it.
Yeah.
And yet we have idiots like Hassan Piker and all of these dumb online social media influencer people, yammering on about how we need it. It's not. It never turns out well. Generally turns out in genocide.
Yeah, well then, like this whole uh the whole gun control topic is, if you look at, let's just take Iran. And Iran it's like, okay, so there was this big push for the Iranian people to protest. And in protesting, they were, you know, basically one step closer to overthrowing the regime. And so then you have this external force come in, and then the Trump administration is like, okay, go and protest. Now, like 70 something days in, the Trump administration is saying, oh, well, they can't protest because they don't have any guns.
So now
And
we got to
and
send
so
them guns.
so then
This
so
is totally CIA 101.
but then
Regime change.
if you look at just on a political, like, if you look at what is happening in the political ideology, right? There's one side saying, no, we want to take your guns, right,
Hmm.
for the greater good, but then that side is also the side that is pushing for a socialistic, communistic type of government, and
Yeah.
so that's very dangerous,
Oh
right?
yeah. Bad
Yeah.
combo for sure.
So, at least in the United States, of uh, the pushback to those types of policies has been successful, and
Uh,
and
To an
so
extent, I feel like we really don't have like our Second Amendment is so neutered right now. With like if you shoot somebody and like in self defense or if they're breaking into your home or something like that, you're fucked essentially. The state is coming after you. There are so many things that they can try to do to you just for using your gun. You have to literally pay for insurance for your gun, essentially for your gun every month. You have to like pay a monthly fee. This is so stupid. For basically second amendment protection, which should be always protected. It's ridiculous. Shall not be infringed. It doesn't mean like, hey, the state can arrest you because you protected yourself in your own home, you know?
Yeah,
And you see all these people that are going to jail because of it. Like this old guy, I don't know if we've talked about this, but there was an old man. Two people broke into his house. He shot them both, and killed them. And apparently, he didn't have his guns registered because he's had them since he was a little kid, and didn't have to. You didn't have to register him back then, right? He's a really old, like he's like in his 80s, and so they sent this 86-year old guy to jail because he didn't have um he didn't register his firearms or
hmm,
whatever. And it's just like, why do we even need to do that? I thought we had a Second Amendment right. We should be able to have as many firearms as we want. Why do we have to register them? And do you think if someone has an illegal arm, like if you got someone like building like some sort of dirty bomb in their house, you think they're gonna fucking register it? Like what is this even accomplishing beyond fucking over law abiding citizens?
sure. Yeah, I mean, the people who aren't going to register them are the ones who, the people who have them illegally, um,
Yeah, they're gonna
are
register them anyway.
yeah.
So
So
what's the
like,
point?
how does how well has gun control done in Chicago or Baltimore?
Right, and it seems like everywhere they have gun control, that's where they have the most gun violence, so
Yeah. Well, there are enclaves like Texas, and the majority of the United States actually through the flyover states, right? Not the
talking about
the
Iowa,
city, yeah, Iowa. I mean, basically North
Iowa,
Dakota all the way down to
Nebraska.
Texas.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. And so there's a lot of constituency within there that are not going to accept that, which is, I think, a big reason why the United States, just in general, has not people have not been able to uh, really gain much traction there. And then you see things like uh, the the school shootings, and then you start looking at, okay, so what are the commonalities within the school shootings? You have, well, these kids who are
We're about to get Alex Jonesed.
well, they're on
Also
SSRIs.
oh,
They
sure.
have been at some point in time contacted by federal agents, and
Yeah.
so they're known as windups, right? And so it's like, well, why didn't they do anything about it beforehand? And it's because they knew about it, and so unfortunately, in some of these cases, I believe that they're being utilized for these types of to influence policy,
Yeah, for sure.
and so it's interesting to see like how a lot of these shooters are very similar in their profile.
Brandon, I can hear you playing drums on your desk.
Oh, sorry.
I just wanna let you know. That's one of the drawbacks to just using your, machine mic, I guess. Oh,
But so ShadesCast, there's some heavy topics out there right now. I think that not everyone is going to agree. There's a lot of different perspectives out there. Now, for me personally, I'm in somewhat of a public arena here
uh-oh.
as someone in hospitality,
Uh-oh.
and yeah, and so I mean, I welcome different perspectives. In fact,
Sure.
different perspectives are what I think make and the 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 ability to live together with people with different perspectives and have a healthy debate, I think, is what makes communities even stronger, because it leads to respect. Okay, I may not agree with you, but you know what? Uh, I don't have to agree with you. In fact,
Yeah.
that's maybe why I like you, because you help me reassess, you help me challenge my own
Mhm.
notions of what is true or not. And
I feel like the only people that I don't like hearing perspectives of are people that are just blatantly dishonest, and they're doing a blatantly dishonest perspective. You know, like they're not arguing in good faith. They're literally just trying to, like, I don't know, win an argument instead of actually have a conversation. And then they use dishonest tactics, like intentionally misunderstanding what you're saying, just all of these like stupid things. Playing devil's advocate when it's really just like over like petty things, right? And then like also just like shit, what's it called? Like when they like basically like arguing over definitions of words and like what something means to you versus me. I'm just like, we're just going by the dictionary, all right? Like, what's the dictionary's definition? I'm so like objective about everything these days, and that's where I formulate all of my opinions. Like, I don't want to press any sort of subjective opinion onto somebody. I observe what's happening around me and I report about it.
yeah,
And
intellectual dishonesty
yeah,
is it's I mean, most people can see it for what it is right away. And then when people start to get into the minutia of like words or and then it's like, oh, gotcha, because this word had a connotation of that. Well, it's like, well, we should, as adults, we should be able to speak in some cases, like in bigger picture things in generalities, but that does because it's a generality, it doesn't mean that what I'm saying is any has any less power to the argument,
it makes
right?
communication impossible when people resort to those tactics. It just makes communication impossible. So basically, it's just like, all right, well, you don't want to have this conversation clearly because all you want to do is just be dishonest and shift goalposts and like just stupid things like that, and not be intellectually honest with yourself and with the person that you're communicating. You don't have enough respect for the person that you're communicating with to be open and honest with them. You want to be, intellectually dishonest. It's rude, honestly. It's extremely rude.
I've been watching debates, like debates, more of like theological debates,
Sure.
and uh, and I saw this excellent one, and it was an Orthodox uh, Christian,
Christian. Yeah.
and it was debating Freemasons who were saying that, well, you could be Christian and Christianity is compatible with Freemasonry, right? And I was like, it was really fascinating because you actually got to see underneath the hood of the Freemasonic dogmas.
Yeah,
And
their
so
belief
like,
system.
yeah, and so like, so Pike was like, hey, there are no dogmas, that's our dogma. And then the reason they do that is because they would accept different theologies, right? You could be of different
Right.
religions as long as you believe in
A higher power.
a higher power.
Right.
But the Orthodox Christian was like, but that is a dogma,
Yeah.
and so they were saying, no, it's not a religion, right? But then if you have these theological requirements to get in, it's like who's to say that a Luciferian who believes Satan is the higher power, the only one higher power, or let's say someone believes they are themselves the only higher, but they are themselves God. Well, then the Freemasons are like, well, we wouldn't accept them in the lodge. So that's a theological dogma, right? And so how is that not, you know, a religious a religious belief? Then if that is a religious belief, then how can you also believe that then say you're it's compatible with Christianity? And then so they were taking questions from the crowd, and so one of the questions was, so why would you fraternize with people in a different religion when you're supposed to? And so like, Freemasonry is like, we empowering you to find, this higher enlightenment, right? But
Right.
shouldn't you be able to do that within Christianity and through Jesus? And it was just like, come on. I mean, pretty
Well, I mean,
interesting
I
argument.
mean, if I don't know, because every religion kind of has that though. If you think about it, like there's what is it like the Buddhists? You got like Dharma or something like that. And then with the Hindus, you have samsara, and then the Muslims. I don't know with Islamists. They I don't know. I've always actually was questioning this earlier today. I was like, what is it, Islamists like? What's their
Well, Islam is actually
what are they
they
ascending to?
so I mean they are, they're sending to Muhammad, right? They say that it's the same God, it's the same Judeo like Christian God, but it is different.
Well, it's
They don't.
Allah, but yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, Allah, and Muhammad was the prophet,
The prophet, right?
and then they actually look kindly on Jesus, um, more
But
so than you would
there's
say
no
the
like
Jews.
enlightenment, right? I don't know if there's an enlightenment with the Islamists. There is like in Christianity, and there is with Hinduism and Buddhism, but I don't think there is for is Islam. At least I don't know if there is. Um, so it's interesting. I was thinking about that earlier today.
Yeah, well, I
I
mean,
don't really know. We could look it up.
let's look it up.
We got the internet, right?
Boom. Okay, that's my Facebook page.
Look up
Okay.
G Winnie the Pooh because that's what you got up on the screen right now.
Okay, well, I'm gonna need to jump from here. Let's do, is there enlightenment in Islam? Okay, and then on your screen, I'm going to stop share.
Brandon,
I don't know.
you got to figure out a better way to do this, man. I'm pretty sure you could just keep reusing that same tab that you keep opening up and sharing.
Damn it. Okay. Okay. I think we're all on the same. Yes, Islam has its own concept of
Oh, here
enlightenment,
we go.
though it differs significantly from Eastern traditions like Buddhism or Hinduism. Instead
Okay.
of dissolving the individual ego to realize you are the universe,
Right.
Islamic enlightenment focuses on Marifah, experiential divine knowledge, and taqwa, God consciousness, where the soul aligns perfectly with the will of the
So
Creator.
that's a bit more aligned, I guess, with Christian enlightenment as well.
Hmm. Experiential divine knowledge.
From that interpretation.
Interesting. Well, one of the things that, and this is why I wish I had more time,
What?
is so
No.
I can actually
Maybe
read
outside.
more.
Side yard. Sorry, my wife's looking for the cat. Read. You need to read more, huh?
Yeah. Well, like when you're in college, you actually have all of this time to read and study. But like once you go like and you are now in the workforce, like for me, it's like literally all work,
All I do is
It's
read.
like,
All I do is read. I honestly, college made me not high school and college made me hate reading. And now that I'm out and in the workforce, all I do is read all day. I read code. I read AI prompts, and responses. I'm reading, news articles. It's just like I don't think I really don't spend much time not reading unless I like put my phone down or like get away from the computer and I go work on something at my house or something like that. But even then, I have to read like how do I go about doing this? Like so it's like I'm like reading tutorials. It's just there's just I'm like nonstop reading. I feel like my reading has just become my entire life.
so I do engage in that type of reading. I think what I was talking about is like more historic, philosophical, theological, but for me that takes like a long like stream of conscious, and like I want to not be interrupted. But my whole
Yeah.
life is like just filled with interruptions.
Yeah.
It's like, and
Yeah,
it's
try having a family and a wife that keeps coming in asking where the cat is.
No, I'm sorry.
What do you
Jones
want?
is the best cat ever. I
Yeah, he's
called
right
I
there.
called and he ran across
Oh,
the
and you're
street
just
and
coming to
came
tell
back.
me that
It's
Jones is a good cat?
exciting. Tell the people.
We have a great cat. His
He
name's
acts
Jones.
like a dog.
Come here, Jones.
Look at Jones. He didn't get lost. He ran across the
He's
street.
very handsome, and we let
wow.
him outside, and he hates being
Oh
held.
my gosh.
He hates being held, so I never hold him. And but he acts like a dog. Like when we go outside, he sits by the window and meows until we let him outside with us. And he loves my son. And when we're walking around outside, he prowls around with us to like just make sure like
Mm,
everything's chill. Like we have like this posse essentially when we go outside and like roam around, check out the neighborhood and stuff.
yeah.
It's hilarious. He's always with us. He follows us everywhere we go. It's so funny. And he comes when you call him, and like it's kind of funny. He like almost understands English to the point where like he'll be like outside and he'll want in and he'll see me through the window and he'll be like meow. And I'm like, you want to go inside? And I'll like point at the door and he's like, yeah. And he runs over to the door. It's like it's hilarious. He's a goofy cat. It's a good cat though, man. It's probably the best cat I've ever had.
That's awesome. That's
His
awesome.
name's his name is Jones because the cat in Alien was named Jones, the original
Jones,
Alien
that's
movie.
right.
She
Jones.
goes back for Jones. She goes back onto the spaceship with the alien to go find the cat. Yeah,
Yeah.
Jones.
Jones. Well, I think every neighborhood, so going back to like the millennial experience, our neighborhood had a cat lady. And I
Oh
think
yeah,
a lot of,
we got a lot of cat ladies on my street.
yeah, lots of cats. And it has that smell,
Yeah,
the musk. You could smell it from the road. You could almost like see that it was a cat lady house because it kind of had like a darker hue to it, like this energetic. And then like you'd look and there'd be like a cat on the second floor on the windowsill, like on the other side, on
just
this
checking you
side
out.
of the blinds, just like looking at you.
Hmm. Yeah, we got a lot of cat people on our street.
Mothballs on the side
Yeah,
of the house.
these people they smell like mothballs. Um, and then there's like that musk of like cat food sitting in the sun,
Yeah.
and
Mm-hmm.
you get that scent of like cat food smell being cooked in the sun and
Well,
mothballs.
well, the ladies like drinking Tab. Remember Tab?
Oh yeah,
That's like a cat lady
that's that
soda.
sugar-free drink.
Was that sugar free?
Yeah, yeah, like in Back to the Future, he asked for a tab, and the guy's like, "I can't give you a tab unless you ask for something," you know. And he's like, "Well, just give me something without sugar, right?" Because he wants a Pepsi free, and he wants a tab, so two sugar free drinks. And then the guy's like, "Something without sugar," and he gives him black coffee.
Didn't that guy turn out to be the mayor later on at
No,
the
that was
at
the
the
black guy that worked for the other guy.
he was sweeping. Yeah, he
Yeah,
was
yeah,
sweeping.
yeah.
I'm gonna change this
Mayor,
town.
I'm gonna run for mayor.
So, other things that are going on. Well, both of us are in AI.
We never decided who Xi Jinping looked like. It's not Winnie the Pooh.
It's obviously Winnie the Pooh. Um,
No, I
I
don't think
mean,
so.
all right, let's see if I can do this
He
correctly.
he looks like the bad guy in Kung Fu Hustle a little bit, the frog guy in Kung Fu Hustle. You look up the frog man. But he even looks a little younger. I don't know. No, that doesn't look like him. Never mind. I take that back.
I mean,
Who is he? Who does he look like?
G,
He's got a great head of hair. I'll say that. I don't know if he's got plugs or what.
there he is.
What?
I mean, he kind of looks like a piece of cauliflower or something. Like,
He's got nice hair. He's got good hair. I can't deny he's got thick, nice hair. Um,
well.
But who does he look like? I can't put my finger on it. Some sort of cartoon frog creature?
Hmm.
Maybe like Through the Wind in the Willows?
Like the Griffin from.
Frog and Toad. He looks kind of like, yeah, if you look up Mr. Toad from Wind in the Willows. Nah, maybe I don't know. Some of the depictions, I'm losing it. I don't know. I don't know.
Well, we'll come back to that.
I don't think that's it. But yeah, anyway, it's not important. What is important is that I've been getting really into golf polos.
Golf polos.
Golf
What?
polos.
What are those?
They're so light and airy, and they look pretty classy on you. You know,
Hmm. Like those?
I can't see what you're looking at because you keep
I'm
using the wrong tab. There you go. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, like that, but like less Hawaiian. I mean, I could see you rocking the Hawaiian, but like if you go to like unrl.com and you look at their golf shirts,
Is that supposed to be Unreal?
yeah, and you go like golf there. Well, that guy's wearing a the drift polo right there.
Golf's back.
Golf is
Shop
back.
now? Hmm.
Brandon, do you get into golf at all? Do you golf?
The only real association I have with golf is for the San Antonio Hotel and Lodging Association. They have this annual golf classic.
Outing? Yeah.
Yeah, and so I don't play, but in years past we have been like a tea sponsor.
Shinecock Hills. Oh my God, I need that shirt.
Where is it?
It says Shinecock Hills right there. That green one. Go or that. All of
Is
it
that
says Shinecock on it. I like that hoodie. That's pretty cool.
where is Shinecock Hills? Like, is that supposed to be
I think it's golf
funny?
course. No, I don't think it's a joke. I think it's a legit place where they're doing the US Open.
I mean, there's a native with an arrow through his head, and he's being hit over the head by a golf club.
He's being
Like,
clubbed.
for God's sake.
That's right. You got to put him down.
Gosh.
He's gonna try and scalp you. You got to put him down.
Jeez. I mean, this guy's not having a good day, y'all. He's been shot by an arrow,
Right in the back of the
and
head.
he's getting clubbed.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if they thought that logo through.
Well, see, I'm not very good at golf, but we last year
Me either, but
we
I
did a
want to get more
tea
into it.
sponsor,
Yeah,
and we partnered with Ecolab, the chemical company,
I know them. Yeah,
and so the theme was Ecolab Beach. All right. And it was like it's like a luau beach experience, right? And I was DJing, we were serving cocktails. There was like a little tiki hut. And what's funny, I thought it was funny is that like, of course, who would want to go to Ecolab Beach?
Brand,
Because
no one.
but because it's like, well, I don't want to go to Ecolab Beach.
Yeah,
But the
they're
beach,
like
like the whole
bleach
beach
people.
experience was so cool that everyone wanted to go to Ecolab Beach.
You know, Brandon, me and Carolyn were talking about this the other day, and I was saying, I think I could see Brandon running a small little tiki bar on like a Hawaiian beach or like Florida beach somewhere, maybe South Padre Island. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I could see you just like rocking some Hawaiian shirts, slinging some dacks, and just living in this like having a little tiki hut, circular bar thing with people sitting around it. I think that is your element right there. Like I could see you like that's your retirement plan.
Yeah,
Is that the
that's
dream?
pretty accurate. Yep. I
Nailed it.
mean, I just want a beach for God's sake.
I know, right?
Like,
Oh,
gosh, it's what does a guy gotta do to to get a little slice of heaven, you know?
I know, right? It's terrible.
Jeez. It's like
And
one of these days.
the slice just keeps getting smaller and smaller.
Yeah.
And these motherfucking assholes keep taking more and more.
Well, let's think about that.
Mm.
You know, like, I mean, a cocktail, beautiful beaches, a simpler way of life, a tan,
Yeah,
you know,
exactly. It's just a
locals.
simple way of life.
I mean,
100%.
that sounds very compelling. Sounds very
Mm-hmm.
compelling. But until then, I shall toil away, and one day we'll get there.
You'll be slinging Chinese food
Now, you know what we should do
until the
now?
day. What's that?
So, the Spurs and sports ball is happening
Are
right
we doing
now.
are we doing a sports section?
I think we're switching into sports. Are you still there?
Yeah. Are
It's
you
my
still here?
headphones. It's my headphones.
Yeah, I'm here.
So the Spurs are now in the Western Conference Finals for the first time.
How about that?
Yeah, it's crazy. And whenever we win a game, thousands of people go around the city honking. And it's like a San Antonio thing. And so we're like driving home after the game,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm like, what? Like people are like flocking in their vehicles to downtown. And our downtown's filled with a bunch of one ways.
Yeah, I
Okay.
know.
Yeah. And so there's
Yeah.
just like 100,000 people that flock downtown, and the the access road is like backed up for miles. So people are choosing to sit in traffic.
Just to honk.
Yeah.
They love the Spurs.
It's all we got in this town. We have the
They
Alamo.
they love those Spurs. They do. They love the Alamo and they love the Spurs.
So that's all I got when it comes to our
And,
sports
and the
segment.
Riverwalk. You know, Brandon, for as incredible as I am at sports, I I never watched them. Like I never saw the point in being like, I want to watch somebody else play a game that I could just be playing myself. It's so weird. And I think I feel like that's why I don't really watch streamers, like these video game streamer guys,
Yeah.
because it's like, I mean, like, unless I'm like working and like literally can't be, doing these things, like maybe I'll watch it. But it's like, why would I want to watch somebody else, play a game that I want to be playing? Like, I want to play that game.
Yeah. Well, then the production of like the broadcast is just they've been doing it's the same format that they've been using for like 30 years. So they say the same things, they have the same angles, they have the same,
Yeah,
talking points, and then it's not like they ask the athletes the same questions, and typically there's not much insight provided. It's like, oh, we're
there's
gonna play hard,
yeah, right.
keep our eye on the ball, don't
uh,
make mistakes, one play, not look, one play, uh, to the next, one play at a time, and I'm just like, it's so it's the same thing over and over again. So to me, it's not very entertaining. And then the
yeah.
commercials are horrible.
Oh my God, I know.
They're like yelling at you, and then so we this goes back to like the social conditioning, right? And the mind control and like the and it's like promoting mindlessness and your most basic animalistic desires and
Sure.
emotions, and so they're programming people to think that that is normal. And so when you see like a depiction of a fat middle class dad, or like the dad, the Homer Simpson dad, or a black family, or an interracial couple, like those are images that have been used to influence how they think or how they want you to behave.
Sure.
So they're funneling you into how it's a manipulation,
Right.
even though that may not be the
It's
actual
it's
reality.
propaganda.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, it's just hard to watch because
I
I
can't
I s-
stand commercials.
I see the manipulation, and I see it for like prima facie, that's manipulation, face value. I don't want to watch it because, you know, like my history in like writing policy and trying to get people to behave and buy into certain programs, I
Mhm.
can see that, like, but I'm trying to get them to buy into, like, hey, let's be safe, or,
Simply
you know,
useful,
not,
right?
hey, let's consume in this behavior based off of your most primal desires.
Yeah.
I feel like that's different.
Yeah, for sure. And then also on top of the like just back to the sports thing, on top of all that, there's so much that you have to follow with sports. Like if you want to keep up with sports, there's like I don't know how many basketball games every year. I don't there's like over 100 baseball games like in a season that a team plays. I know I think hockey's like 84 games. Like it's just so many games. Like football's the only one where it's like, all right, they play like what 14 games or something like that. And then I don't know, something along those lines.
17, I think it's up to
Is it
17
is it
now.
17 now? But, I think with the playoffs, yeah, with it's 17
Well, then
potentially,
now
but
it's
I don't
there's
know, but
betting involved too, and in the NBA,
but,
and
like,
this has been
people
an issue in the NBA
yeah.
forever.
People keep up with, like, the stats, though, for, like, an entire season, and then they also keep up with all the players. They also keep up with all the colleges and all the players in the on the college teams, like, who's doing well and who's gonna make it into the pros and all this stuff, and it's like, dude, how do you have this much time and brain power to dedicate to something that benefits you in absolutely no way, shape, or form?
Yeah. And it's like simulated combat, and the psychological aspect of that, the other side of it is that it actually neuters you
Yeah.
from taking action in your own life because you're
Yeah, yeah, for
living
sure.
through other people instead of like taking stats on your own life,
Right.
right? You're outsourcing it to this simulated reality that are other people, and giving like importance to, you know, these statistics that don't mean anything. And now with AI, the statistics that they're digging in and then they're producing for like social media consumption, they're even more meaningless. It's like Wemby was the first person in 30 years to have 20 points, 8 rebounds, and 2 blocks as a second year player. It's like, who gives a rat's
It's like,
ass?
okay, cool, man. Yeah,
Like,
good for him.
like to sports, and then, sports as well, I believe it serves as a vehicle for um the pop culture side of it during the halftime shows, and which is, in many ways it's promoting these people that I don't think are really that talented, and the
God, no.
messaging is like horrific, but they're actually, the halftime shows are ritualistic, and they've turned into basically a massive like initiation, or a ritual, and so they do that in front of you, and it's called lesser magic, right? And if you look at like jumping into, pop culture and Hollywood, if you look at like Eyes Wide Shut, that was a commentary on not just what was going on in the movie, but the suspended disbelief of the audience being a part of that ritual and taking place in it, even though they're not like in the movie.
Sure.
And I think that is definitely something that they're doing in these like halftime shows, which is like really cringe and hard for I just choose not to watch them because in many ways uh they're satanic.
Absolutely.
Hot take.
um, yes, they're satanic and God damn the globalists. Um, yeah, yeah. Halftime shows used to be good. They used to be good. There used to be pretty girls dancing around on stage, and you know you had the lead singer from Creed wearing a Dallas Cowboys jersey. You know, like we grew
Hold me
up.
now.
Yeah.
I'm 6 feet from the edge,
How
and
did
I'm
we
thinking.
how did we go from that to like Bad Bunny?
I
Who
don't
I've
know.
I've literally never heard of. Like Creed had like an entire album that every single song was like a fucking hit single.
Yeah.
And this guy, I literally have never heard of him. He says fuck people that speak English essentially and was like I'm going to do everything in Spanish. And I'm like, who the fuck is this guy? And why do no one gives a shit about this person? You could tell when you looked at the crowd that no one was interested. They had to inject a fake crowd into the audio because nobody was cheering for this when the guy came out. It was like completely silent. And so like they added in like a crowd cheering when he came out, but people were posting their videos of them actually at the stadium and it was
People
cricket.
are just like,
Yeah, they're like, who the fuck's this guy?
well,
You know, like
the whole thing was produced around the perspective of the camera. And so it was actually obviously not for the people in the crowd. It was a production for the audience viewing it from, from the camera's point of view. And so the way I interpret that is like it was all about this one person and not about anyone else. And so it's like the like the hyper focus on ego, and it's all about this like one individual, all about myself, me, and I don't know if that's such a great message. And people say, well, he it's an artistic accomplishment, he's come so far and everything, and what about Puerto Rico? Yay, Puerto Rico, they're finally. It's like, yeah, that's all fine,
I don't
but
even think Puerto Ricans like that guy.
I don't know. I don't know. But it was a very hot topic uh on social media, and I didn't care for it, but I don't really care.
Social media is just full of a bunch of idiots with bad takes.
Yeah. But, it's just like a sign of the times. Now, you look at there's always going to be like people who opt into that, people who opt out. And so at least there was another option, whether it was a good option or not. People were like, well, you know, Kid Rock, his lyrics at one point were, you know,
I
uh,
remember. Yeah, they were a
yeah.
little taboo.
So it's never gonna be perfect, but you know, to be honest, like the game was extremely boring, and
Actually,
the
I don't think
commentary was
was
terrible.
I don't think Kid Rock's lyric was it his lyrics that were a little
He
taboo, or
said
was it
something,
his
if there's turf on the field, then you can play.
Oh, okay, that is a little, that's still to this day a little wrong, but, I always thought it was his music videos because there was always, like, big titty bitches in their bikinis and stuff, and I loved it, you know? I loved the thong song music video, that was amazing. Like, growing up, man, we had MTV. They did, like, the summer break MTV summer break stuff, and there would just be hot chicks everywhere in bikinis. Bring that America back. We need that back.
Yeah, at the beach, at the beach.
We can't have that anymore because now we have a bunch of creepy third worlders in our country.
Yeah, it's like even and let's just say, we're not body shaming or anything like that. If you want to wear it, I think people always have worn it, whether
What, a
other
bikini?
people cared or well, if they were, let's just say they were big or whatever, all types of body sizes,
A
right?
fat person?
Yes. Um,
I'm extremely fat phobic.
but like if you want to wear a bikini, then go ahead.
I'm scared of fat people trying to eat me. That's what I'm saying. I'm terrified of fat people and their immense weight potentially crushing me.
Yeah. Well, San Antonio
I
is
got you, Brandon. I got you. You were like, I don't know what to do with this.
Well, San Antonio is just constantly and consistently known as one of the fattest cities in the US. It's
It
us,
is fat.
Houston, and Corpus Christi. I think
Co-
we're like always in the running
San
of
Antonio is
that.
probably number one. There's a lot of fat Mexicans. Mexico is fatter than America, believe it or not. And San Antonio's got a lot of Mexicans. I
And
think that adds a little bit to it, but there are definitely a lot of fat white people in San Antonio. Holy crap. Too much salt and I don't know what they're eating down there. Lard beans, but
I mean,
a lot of
people
a lot
like
of
their
chubbies.
Tex-Mex here,
They do.
and it's really hot like 9 months out of the year.
I mean, but like I lived in New Orleans and everything is fried there. Like everything you get is fried. And I mean, people there were fat people, trust me, but like it's still not somehow not as fat as San Antonio. You go around and you drink every night in New Orleans. Like every night you're just getting wasted, you're just ingesting tons of sugar and then you're eating fried food on top of that and somehow the like New Orleans still isn't as fat as San Antonio somehow. I don't know what they're putting in the water in San Antonio.
Well, at least in New Orleans, you have to walk, right? There's
That's
like
true.
walking
But
involved.
you
There's
got the
nowhere to
river
walk in
walk.
San Antonio.
You
Yeah,
got the
but the
river
locals don't do
walk.
that. There's
That's
nowhere to
true.
walk in San Antonio. You're always driving. Okay, you're always taking the bus. And
Yeah.
San Antonio is a very large city. So you've got like just in terms of the geographical nature of it. And so there's just I mean, we have some parks, but you really have to go out of your way and be super intentional and it's hot as hell. And there's good food. There's good
Yeah.
food. There's margaritas. It's a party
Mhm.
town. Really, like the people here like to have a good
It's
time.
it's definitely a
There's a
foodie
lot of
town.
things. There's a lot of things that are circling and like orbiting San Antonio that lead to larger people.
And I hate fat people.
Oh my God.
Just call them fat, Brandon. They're fat.
Well,
I'm
if
fat. I'm
someone's
a little fat right now. I'll show you. Look.
yeah,
I
I've
hate it. I
I've
don't
got
like being
some
fat. I hate it.
for me it's the wine. It's the wine. I
Wine
like wine
makes you fat.
in the evening. Yeah. It's not good for it's like right on the back, you know?
Oh, yeah. I got some love handles. I got some handles you could love on.
Yeah.
But but you go running every morning, right?
I used to. Now I'm working outside basically every morning from like 8 a.m. until uh, till like 9:30 or 10. Yeah. Maybe
Is that
not
your
outside in the evening. So it's like work outside, do stuff, and then go to the restaurant and work there. And yeah, it's so running is a luxury that I don't have the time to enjoy right now because
mm,
it's like, all right, sacrifice this because if I go running in the morning, I will be just wiped out
really?
and then I'll be grumpy. And then people don't won't like that because
Oh,
I'm not a good grump, you know.
yeah.
And
I'm not
so
either.
it's just like for this time period, it's all like work, get stuff done. Yeah.
Right on.
But
Well, that's sad
but
that you're not
I
running anymore. You should
I have
run.
periods of time where then I do go running, 3 to 4 miles, and a day.
I've been trying to run more. I have such a sedentary life with my job to where it's like I got to get up and run, otherwise my legs I'm just gonna get like blood clots or something. I'm just not gonna they're not gonna work. So yeah, I've been trying to run at least 2 miles at least 4 times a week, kind of type thing.
Okay.
And then also I've been going to the gym in the morning because my office has like a really nice gym inside of it, and no one's ever there, and I get to work before everyone else. So I show up at like 6 in the morning and I work out until about 7. And I shower and I go up to the office for 7:30 for my first meeting,
Oh
and
wow,
it's nice. But
that's early.
I'm wiped out by 9 o'clock, man. And if I don't go to bed by 9 o'clock, you're in grump zone. I'm gonna be grumpy the whole next day. It's gonna ruin your week.
Yeah, yeah. For me, it's like if it's anytime past 12, for me. Yeah.
Midnight, yeah.
And then my dog wakes me up at 7 a.m.
Oh
and
God,
I'm just like, oh God.
that's when you run. When you're like, all right, dog, we're going running.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah, you betcha. I gotta, dude. I have so many projects I got to do on my house that my wife's been like, "How are we gonna finish all these projects?" And I'm like, I don't know. Stop making new ones for me to do, and maybe I could get done with them. But
Well,
yeah,
how
this
do you
weekend.
think Shades Cast has gone so far? I know that we have covered a wide spectrum of topics, and we're working it out. We got the podcast up and running, live streaming as well. I don't know how many people are actually viewing this, but it really isn't about that right now. It's about just getting this up and running and you know, getting it out there.
You're damn right.
Let me see if there's anyone listening right now.
Trying to see.
We're live. Share this tab instead. We are live.
There you go.
And
Hey, that's me.
yeah, one
Hey,
watching
I
now.
know that guy.
One watching now. I think that's me.
It's probably you. Say something in the chat. Industry pop. Wait, I think I found it. We're about to have 2 viewers. Oh wait, no, this is not.
There you
This
are.
is
It
yeah,
looks great.
it does. It looks really good.
It looks great, right?
You've done a fine job, Brandon. You could probably even bring our little windows down a bit and expose more of the sunset gradient in the back.
Did
It's
you?
industry pop SA for sexual assault again.
One watching now. And there's 10
There it is,
subscribers
the
on the channel.
ShadesCast. It's live.
Do you see it?
I do. See those hearts?
Oh, I see the hearts.
Look at that. That's me. I'm hearting
That's
my
awesome.
own. I'm hearting my own video.
Well, this is great. This is cool. So yeah, we were able to get a cool background. We have a cool intro, uh, and a cool jingle as well. Hello. So actually, you know what? Let's play the jingle. The jingle's fun.
We got a
Okay.
jingle.
Yeah, we're gonna go back into OBS, and here we are. So we're gonna do intro stinger.
That looks pretty good.
Yeah, I
Hey,
like it.
look, cats with laser beams? Hell yeah.
Well, I need to sign off. I have to go pick up my wife at the restaurant. I broke away a little bit for some sanity today. And yeah, Sundays are
And you
like my
found
day.
me.
Yeah, I found you. Sundays are like they're supposed to be my multimedia day. And whether it's for this or I've got another podcast for another company, and I've been trying to do like a live stream while DJing, but it always seems like there's something that comes up that pulls me away from doing those types of things. And I get, if I've just like working nonstop, then I'm just like, whoa, I need like some space.
Need some
All right.
Brandon time.
Yeah. And I don't get a lot of that. So this is super therapeutic. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And we get to talk about stuff.
Weird random stuff. We should like actually pick like some sort of topic and actually dive into it deeper rather than just kind of like riffing riffing off the top. You got to watch that video about Committee of 300 by John Coleman.
Okay.
You gotta watch it. There's so much interesting stuff. You could pick each little part of it apart and do like an entire episode just based on like things that he mentions throughout his little spiel. And then he also wrote a book which I have. It's
Committee of
very good.
300.
The Committee of 300. He's actually, instead of like all the people saying like, oh, they, whatever, he actually names the specific people and families
Sure.
involved that are the people that rule the world. And yeah, the people
That's a
that own
conspiracy. No one
the,
rules the world.
yeah, the people that own our monetary systems rule the world. That's reality.
So
And I
now,
don't
like, conspiracy has turned into like it was like taboo, and it was a term for people who it's like, oh, that person's crazy. That's a conspiracy theory. Now
right.
it's like everyone is like on the like just like regular events, and
Oh yeah.
it's kind of crazy. It's like a complete flip because when I started following some of the conspiracy stuff, that was like back in 2007 and 8. So to see it now and then it being like all over social media and people like waking up to what's going on, it's pretty wild uh that it's you're able to talk about this and then actually have other people know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Yeah, it is interesting because I mean, like I've been talking about Epstein for years, and no one seemed to really give a shit about him until like I don't know, last year. And I was like, finally, but by that time I was bored of talking about it, and like
Yeah.
everyone's like saying, "Whoa, did you hear about that?" I'm like, I fucking told you that like 12 years ago, man. Like, what are
Yeah.
you doing? Like, you called me crazy.
Yeah.
God, it happens too often, honestly. I say a lot of things. People are like, this guy's he's nuts. And then years go by and I was right. But I think the same thing happens a lot to Kanye West.
Mm.
He's generally a forerunner of things. Alex Jones obviously is always on top of stuff because you read so many documents that these people they,
Yeah.
they put it out there, right? Like they're telling you what they're gonna do. They're pretty open about their plans. Um, just
Well,
no
yeah,
one
because they
takes
need
the time
that.
to read it.
They need because a lot of it is strategy or it is like articulating a directive, but like for today's society, so breaking down how institutionally you're going to roll this out, and so like you get these reiterations of the message, but for like like the new segment of people, so they're kind of like not war games, but they're like re-articulating. So like for example, you look at Klaus Schwab's The Fourth Industrial Revolution. A lot of what he's saying is just and like well, a lot of what he's saying is has been articulated already. And then Brzezinski had, writings, Kissinger had writings, but then before that you had people like uh, you know, Albert Pike and really breaking things down uh, back in the late 1800s. So uh, I would say like today, Yuval Noah Harari is kind of like taken that flag
Yeah,
and is articulating things in a way for like this futuristic approach. I thought Klaus Schwab's book was really terrible because I read probably the first half of that and it was just super boring.
it is. It's
But
terrible.
but yeah, they put it out there and it's wide open. I think when you start getting into like the eugenics stuff, it's very scary, especially from the
Yeah.
70s. Or like there's this one book called Future Shock, and it's how you can create these events that then put the populace into this like the suspended disbelief. But if you do it over and over again, then they like go into Stockholm syndrome and have this like learned helplessness and they can't do anything about it. So think what like you would call it today as like mass formation psychosis, right?
Mhm.
And that those ideas were like really cutting edge and like super controversial, like ecoscience. That were like, well, the population is too too big. This is how we need to cull it, but this is how the policies are going to be rolled out, or these are the policies that we could do, right, to
Yeah. And then
indirectly
they
reduce the
round table.
population.
Yeah, they round table strategy it all out, and they did the same
So,
thing with COVID,
well,
Event
I
201.
think I've got to go. This has
Yep.
been episode 1, the genesis of ShadesCast.
That's what oh, you named it the Genesis. Perfect. Oh my God. Perfect. I know. I was gonna say you can't hear me, can you?
I can hear you now.
Perfect. No, I was laughing that you named it the Genesis story.
Well, this is it. This is the genesis.
There it is.
This is why this podcast is here.
You're getting a taste of what's to come.
Yeah. All right. So let's send it off with our awesome intro, which is also now our
The
outro.
outro.
The
Okay.
outro. So here we go. Signing off. Shades Cast, episode 1, the Genesis.